here. Every Dota channel that's going on right now was watching that game, and it was a nail biter down to the end. And how surprising is the new DC/Onyx team right now is watching crazy. So I don't want to talk about other teams though. Our draft is now begun. First prized pickup here is going to be OG snagging up the Monkey King. And what do you think about this, Lacoste? Because they opting for the Monkey King over just getting Jarek's. First pickup here is
Monkey King, overall I feel like Earth Spirit kind of fell off because the hero needs that level 6 and the experience was nerfed. So right now the hero, you need to make a lot of action. If you die like few times, you're not gonna get that level 6. Even with Tome, you get it around like 12-13 minute mark. You gotta have like a splendid early game to make the hero work. On the other side, Monkey King, he has I think 28% win ratio at this tournament.
Yeah, not so good.
Yeah, kind of low. If you compare it to DAC, where the hero was just dominating.
Yep.
And I mean, the hero was nerfed though, so.
Yeah, I think it's got to be a little bit of that, a little bit of nerf. And what do you think? It's also a bit of just we've seen the hero a lot now. People are understanding how it works and they learn and adapt. There's a little bit of that, I imagine.
And there's various types of players for Monkey King. The Boboka style, also the Lil style. I prefer the Lil style. We saw in the games yesterday what he's done. He was, I think, level 8 at the 12-minute mark. That's pretty impressive for a roaming support. Oh
goodness!
Yeah,
I was about to sneeze. So if you want to keep talking, I mean, hold. It's passed. Hold on. Okay, it's passed. Wow, I got hit with like a serious like punch in the face, like right in my sinuses. When that Arc Warden got picked, my body reacted terribly to it. So Arc Warden, Lacoste, isn't he like 0-3 in the group stage? I can't believe he's been picked 3 times, but he's 0-3.
Yeah, they OG picked it against SG Esports and they lost that game. I still don't know how to feel about Arc Warden, besides that he's trash, so.
And the funny thing, too, is that you would think, when you look at a team like OG and you look at Arc Warden, you're like, okay, this guy's got some micro, right? Because of his ult, it's going to be a no-tail kind of a hero. And I think when they first were playing it, I certainly recall one game at least where it was no-tail playing it. But if I'm not mistaken, Ana's been playing it recently. He played it in the mid lane, if I'm not mistaken, but that's just interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about the hero either. I haven't been too hands-on with them. OG have certainly a lot of faith in the hero here, or at least feel comfortable enough pulling him out in the opener. And it's against Thunderbirds, so even the opening game is pretty damn important.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, exactly. Beastmaster, first pick from a Misery after the Monkey King. I mean, they love to play Beastmaster in general, but the hero is good because it provides vision, especially against Monkey King hanging around on the tree. You can just cut the trees with wild axes, just stun him for that extra 4 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And Rubik, second pick, you don't reveal too much with those 2 picks.
Yeah, he's just a nice little support to have. He's one that can make some plays happen in the early game, can make OG think about some possible future pickups, and OG's that kind of team that will pull out those big kind of ulti heroes like Enigma, let's say, and Rubik could be something to kind of prevent options like that, and Nullfield. Always a nice little cute thing to have on your team in case there is going to be some sort of heavy magical fire coming your way. Next phase of bans going to be coming out here, and what do we see? OG, get rid of the Ember Spirit. Okay, a nod to the Weehaw Ember Spirit there, it looks like, while Thunderbirds get rid of the Shadow Shaman. I remember on our very first cast you were praising a bit about the buffs that were happening to Shadow Shaman, or Rasta, if you will, and we haven't seen him yet played, but...
Yeah, we did actually.
We did?
Yeah, OG played it, if I'm not mistaken, and
well, we didn't see it. Oh, it was played though.
Yeah,
okay.
We didn't see it, but the hero has been buffed since like 680 something.
Yeah.
And every patch since 7.0. So I mean, the hero is just a lane bully. And with the new, he gets with his talents and how the meta is right now, the hero is just that good.
I would love to have the opportunity to be able to cast a game with him in it and see him flex that new base damage muscle. But here we go on as Thunderbirds get rid of the puck. OG deny the Vengeful Spirit pickup, something that could have been great to go with what is going to feel like a heavy tempo lineup from Thunderbirds here. I mean, you already got the Beastmaster, which pairs nicely with any sort of heavy aggressive push. And Rubik, who, no field I'm not saying is like a big tell to heavy push, but it's a nice bonus to have. So more reason for Thunderbirds to kind of build on top of that. OG prevents one of the best options available in that Vengeful Spirit, so we'll see if Thunderbirds go with some other good options. Anything else you'd like to see Thunderbirds maybe pick up if they did want to enhance that?
Well, I think this game there's going to be an Invoker if it's not banned, since both V and Anna play it really well, and it could fit both lineups, actually.
Lena.
Oh, there was the sneeze. There it was. That son of a bitch had been hanging in my nose ever since the Arc Warden pick, and it finally came out. Okay, I feel a lot better now. Sorry about that.
You know what I read lately? Like, people who get horny sometimes sneeze. Are you horny from the game?
No, not yet at least. Nothing here, no coddle picks, nothing that's getting me a bit riled up. Okay, I saw one little report. Looks like my in-game mic's good. Did you double check your settings today? You didn't change anything. You're good, right? You're muted.
I checked.
All right.
Triple or
quadruple check. You're such a professional. Yeah. Okay. Well, everything looks good on my end. We can't go a day without something technically flubbing up here, but it looks all good on our end, so I did the best we can. Lena comes out now for the Thunderbirds, so I know you were thinking that the Invoker seemed like a pretty good option here. It could maybe still be a support Lena. What do you think about the pick? Do you think that this means that there won't be an Invoker, or what do you think, what kind of options the Thunderbirds have for this fiery lady?
Yeah, I don't think it's probably going to be a Lena mid. Lena mid also has, if I'm not mistaken, like 30% win at Kiev so far, which is pretty low. I mean, she was, besides Monkey King, the hero that dominated the DAC.
Oh, yeah.
But she was also nerfed, talents were swapped, and it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that Lena plus Monkey King combo action, and I didn't feel like I saw a whole lot of Lena yesterday, and I was prepared to kind of bring that up as an antidote today, but then Lena started showing up today, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess Lena is still a thing. Fair enough. But also still very much a thing in the support department, mind you. We have the OG Warlock coming out, the Fly pickup, the man of meat and muscle. Probably the one guy in Dota I would never want to start a fight with,
Yeah, maybe if you gang up on him, maybe that's
you would need a lot of people.
Yeah, smoke 4-man gank on Fly.
You would need, yeah, the man knows Krav Maga, and if you didn't know, that means that he knows how to kill people with his bare hands. So watch out. But here we see him on a tame old Warlock man. And do you like that? Do you like seeing Fly on Warlock? Do you think that is a Fly kind of a hero?
Yeah, it's one of his best heroes, and they needed a save hero, something to counter the team fight with once Beastmaster engages. So they need something like Dazzle or Warlock, whatever, and it's a good heal, good for push. Dragon Knight picked up by OG. We talked yesterday a little bit about DK. He's been like slightly buffed over the past few versions, and I want to see how it works. I don't think he's been picked so far. Not sure. It's hard to check all the games.
There's just so much Dota, Lacoste. We forgive you. All right? Everyone should forgive us. There's just so much Dota. How do you expect but one man here to ingest it all at one point?
Yeah, exactly.
Ana, though. Ana DK, it's going to be like the new Ana. I know Ana has been on OG for quite a while, but for, the first half of his run on OG, a lot of people were looking at him and really putting him under the gun for his play, and more recently, it's been almost feeling like quite the opposite. He's been kind of the star of the show for this team, but I haven't seen him play a lot of DK since he's been really the star of the show. So I want to see an all-star kind of DK performance here.
Yeah, I gotta say something about Ana being bashed all the time whenever OG loses. It's either Ana or No Tail. I mean, people need to stop it because
well, remember, you can't say anything about Fly because he's going to kill you, or he
yeah,
could,
exactly.
you know. So
Yeah.
he's off, and
10
Jarek's is
seconds
just he's got the
remaining.
hair, so you can't really say anything about that. So these people
5
just fall in
seconds
and
remaining.
S4 is S4 head. So you can't. The only thing that you have
Yeah,
left is
you need
Ana
to
and
blame.
No-Tail.
Reserve
You know,
time.
so I understand where they're coming from, but
5 seconds
this team
remaining.
is not just one person. This is the definition of a team. But well, we got to talk about these last couple of picks here because it got spicy real fast. We got the Bounty Hunter, who we didn't acknowledge yet. Thunderbirds saying that we want to boost up the economy and really get all this accelerated farm for this guy now. Anti-Mage coming out for Thunderbirds. A nice, as Resolution would say.
And we've seen the rise of the anti-mage. Against Arc Warden, melee hero is good because of his bubble, so you can get in. But anti-mage into Dragon Knight, we'll see how that works. And Legion Commander as well. That's a lot of disable for AM.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It makes me feel like this is going to have to be a pretty damn elusive farming kind of
10
AM. I don't
seconds
know how
remaining.
much you want to get in those fisticuffs if you're going to be running into so much lockdown early on.
5
So I don't
seconds
know what that
remaining.
means for OG's tempo for this game. I don't know when you see this anti-mage that you think you're going to rev up the tempo and go fast. I don't even know how fast an Arc Warden can build up to be a relevant kind of a hero too. This is honestly, this could be my first time casting Arc Warden. I've seen the games, but to be hands-on and now actually casting one, I don't know. Might be my first time.
It's gonna be a lot of wows. It's either gonna be wow, this hero is so bad, or wow, what does this hero do? Huh?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, the other thing was when I led into the first time when he was initially picked up, it was like, okay, they've been playing it with both Ana and No Tail, and now with the DK pickup, it's looking like it's going to be the No Tail Arc Warden here. So Micro Lord,
Yeah.
No Tail, and his crazy obsession with this hero.
Prepare for
We'll see if
battle.
he can make it work this time.
We'll see.
He's gonna be on safe lane, babysitted by Warlock and Monkey King, just hanging around. So it's gonna be pretty strong lane. It's gonna be against the Beastmaster. Beastmaster shouldn't be able to be on that lane. Yeah, check the Beastmaster's item build. He wants to start in a forest. They will probably just put a bounty hunter there and just try to get some experience maybe, because Beastmaster will probably start in the jungle.
Yeah, you think he's just going to straight up sack the lane? I mean, that's something Moon is always very vocal about, as we know, if you're a Moon Meander follower on the Twitter's verse. He always talks about the offlane experience and, the good old Iron Talon way, working in the jungle.
Yeah, well, he can't trade hits against Monkey King, who has Poor Man's Shield, and if he
Yeah.
gets Jingu Mastery, he's just gonna keep him out of the lane, and plus there's a Warlock, so...
Nice for Jarex because he
30
didn't put the
seconds to
investment into the skill point quite yet. He first took the opportunity to go down and get that deep planted ward right over here, and he would be able to scout out exactly maybe even what Moon Meander's holding, and then can decide on his skill after that. So he's holding it at least for now. And we'll also see Misery here going a bit deep. He does have a ward here, has not planted it yet, so I'm a bit curious. What he's doing.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, we'll maybe see Courier Snipe.
Oh yeah, wouldn't he like that? I would imagine OG's been around the block, okay? They have had their share of bounty hunter games. This is something I'm sure they're going to be privy to. I mean, he just pays him a visit right now, stabbing him. Hits him with the Orb of Venom. Could have potentially slowed him down to prevent a bit of the block, but it does look like he does get a decent block off, but of course Weehaws is going to be quite a bit better, so he'll get the high ground advantage on this one. The Courier has to kind of round the corner. I didn't even see where it head off to. I think Misery was going to try to get a hold of it, but it's disappeared. Oh.
Yeah, pretty smart move from OG. Fly placed the ward in the enemy jungle, and he saw that Beastmaster is going to be in jungle, so he was going to help the top lane, and Arc Warden can just be at bottom alone, not contested.
It's going to be a wonderful time here for No Tail then. No competitor. A lane I don't even have to bother looking at, so I'm happy about that. More chances for me to not miss kills. So Misery in the mid lane is going to be poking and harassing Ana to the best of his capabilities here, but Ana Of course, he's going to be having the benefits of that dragon's blood, so he can just kind of shrug off a lot of that damage, fight his way through it. But in the CS department, it's kind of expected, I'd imagine, that Lena's going to win this game. Where do we see this kind of mid lane evolving when we get closer to like the 7-8 minute mark?
Well, depends on the rotations. Ana doesn't have a sentry ward for mid. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, and Misery didn't have a sentry at the start, so it's not like he took it down. So maybe he just figured that Misery would take it down and didn't even bother buying one. I don't even know. But at the point, Misery has paid a visit to the top lane, already let it known he is here. And Thunderbirds have this interesting little lane ward, like deep on their side. So just kind of keeping it a bit unorthodox so it doesn't get easily taken down, but still provides vision if there's going to be anyone rotating by the tower, I guess. So a lot of attention towards this top lane is going to be necessary.
Yeah. Beastmaster, meanwhile, just farming the forest. Shrine is still... Okay, he already used the shrine, so he wants to lane at his tower, but Jarek's doing the pool.
Jarek's doing the pull, allows him some solo XP time here. He's now already gotten to his level 2, so he's got a little bit of the Jingu mastery and the tree dancing here. And obviously with the benefit of that ward, feels pretty dang comfortable going deep and scouting things out. Courier is there. Is he going to go for the jump? The little pumpkin guy could go down with one more swing. He gets it done. Jarex tries to avoid some extra aggro by shape-shifting a bit, but now it's the new mission. He's got to make it out with his life here. He has no TP, so he's going to hide through the trees, but what a solid pickoff by him.
Yeah, it's going to be good. They're trying to use the scan. Viha has haste in a bottle, so we can expect some lane domination to continue. 17 against 14. Ana doing actually a good job. Ana is that kind of a player that doesn't do really well in a laning phase, but he excels through the mid and in the late game.
Yeah, for sure. And if he's having a solid start, that's only going to make the ladder feel even a bit more stronger here. We have S4 now dancing around a bit. They've got a new sentry and quickly take out the T-Bird sentry, and now they have full vision on Misery if they want it. Misery's going to walk his way out from the vision, pings out the spot, and avoids the extra trouble, but now has to, put in the extra investment, play the sentry war kind of a game, and not really be able to be effective as a bounty hunter as you'd like to be.
This'll come in handy.
Well, bounty hunter just providing vision and just with the track gold, kind of hero that also struggles to get to the level 6 because there's no action going on right now. There's 0 kills. He's just leeching the XP from the top lane and some on the mid.
Looks like we're getting some lag spike action here on the player's end. Actually, I'm getting it too. There's a server something happening, a little bit of a hiccup and I don't know.
I didn't feel it.
Conspiracy theorists would say Monkey King is the problem. He is in this game. I'm going to blame him as well. But it looks like we're going to get back underway here. And a Midas build-up for No Tail. No surprise on that one.
It's a pretty classic build. 2 Midases. Get as much gold as you can. OG Ana on mid. Going for 2 in Breath of Fire, then 2 into Dragon Blood, then switches to Dragon Tail so he can get a kill once he gets a level 6.
Alright, we got a little bit of a tussle here. Misery is poking at Jarex a bit, and it looks like Weehaw has a haste rune. Is going to be able to chase him down. Jarex tries to go for a hide, but is not going to be going anywhere. He gets taken down. Misery is going to be picking up the first blood, and it is T-Birds who strike first.
Yeah, Misery should just stay on the bottom lane in Fog and just get as much XP as he can.
That would be a pretty good idea. It looks like he's going to fall by that right now. Got the benefit of the tomes as well, so getting to the track is not going to be too difficult for him here. I would assume has to be a little bit cautious. There is an array of spells here. The Spark Wraith, I believe, in particular, that could do some serious damage. Deceptive amount of damage here. Certainly on someone like a bounty hunter if he finds himself caught without his creeps nearby.
Yeah, it's good for scouting and works well against invis units.
All right, we got our first dragon form of the game here. Lacoste in the mid lane. Ana decides to pop it almost as soon as he actually gets it here. And we'll start softening up the tower as much as possible. I know this isn't to be able to successfully take down the tower, or maybe it is. I mean, why do you think you just pop it as soon as you get it here? Is it just to get the most efficiency out of the cooldown?
Yeah, exactly. He wants to get as much damage as he can on that tower. Already 600 damage done to tier 1 tower, which is good. Fly used 3 shadow words just to keep him alive.
Bottom lane. We have a chase on for Moon Meander here. It looked like he was going to be fine getting away, but so much of that, what is it, Spark Wraith? No, Flux? Spark Wraith, Flux? One of them.
Spark Wraith.
Yeah, he just laid them out like little landmines there, and Moon was just walking through the battlefield and getting crushed. That plus the Monkey King made it certainly a lot easier. And they are going to get the offlane takedown, and OG get themselves on the board. Mid lane, Ana committing it with the stun, pops his Invis rune, and they do force out a TP from T-Birds.
Yeah. Ana has
Courier down.
Shrine.
I caught it.
Again. All right.
Sorry.
Well, we didn't talk much about Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage on top of CS 42, paired up with Dragon Knight and Lina. Actually doing a really good job, considering who was he laning against. At some point... okay, we missed a kill.
Yeah. I missed that one too. That's my bad right there. I got so excited about the anti-mage, thinking about how he's pretty much doing his job, flying under the radar, pretty much holding this game. And then the second I go to pay attention to the anti-mage, that's when troubles are brewing here. It looks like they got redemption. Ana's going to be going down here. Nice little extra setup. Misery now close to level 5 at this point. Being able to tack on the extra money for these pickoffs will be all the sweeter here for Thunderbirds. And now rotations to the bottom lane here from the side of OG. Ana now steps in. He's got Dragon Form good to go. And he was going in like he was ready to beat some ass, but it looks like a tier 1 could be in store for him. Now they're committing. Get the catch with the Monkey King. And now just unload all the damage they got. Moon is going to eat it all. At the same time, Resolution gets his own pickoff as he's going to be able to get the takedown of S4 up in this top lane.
Yeah,
and then mid lane also another kill. This is just ridiculous.
We need a third guy just for the camera.
Well, we need one for each lane, pretty much.
Good rotations by Ana there. He just TP'd bottom, got a kill, and with Dragon Form they will be able to take down the tower and maybe even kill Moon Meander one more time.
They are, because I'm watching another fight where S4 is about to go down, so I don't know where to keep my freaking camera at this point. It does look like S4 is going to be fine. He shrugs up a bit of damage, gets some extra heal power in here. But it was a matter of both sides kind of trying to punish the offlaners here. That's crazy.
Yeah, look at that, committing to that tower. They're gonna get the deny. Oh yeah.
Fly got it. Flexes that deny muscle. And we'll be able to get the takedown. Thunderbirds could take their business elsewhere. Resolution's been able to build up quite a bit in this lane. And OG are nearly all hands on deck here, so...
Well, Hand of Midas is finished on Arc Warden, so double Midas used already. For those who don't know, it's the Midas is from Greek mythology, King Midas. Whatever he touched turned into gold.
So what happens if he touched himself?
He has a golden penis, I guess.
Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't mean the
which
penis.
Is hard all the time.
Hey! Yeah. There it is.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Soon to be enriching more gold will be the Thunderbirds here with the acquisition or acquirement of track. I tried to segue from that as best as I could, but I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. The Midas thing, you know, we tried, but now Dragon Form is up. Ana pokes at the tier 1 as much as possible. And the call's going to be made here. Move in. It's the Laguna from behind. Weeha strikes from the back door and instantly punishes the Warlock. Now, he wasn't level 6, so he didn't even have Rock ready to go, but not having the access to the Fatal Bonds and the extra bit of support could be rough here for OG because T-Birds are around, and they look like they're ready to fight. Moon's here now. He has the ulti ready to go, and OG are looking to push on forward and take this tower. They want it.
It's so annoying to play like from minute 10 to minute 15 to 20 against Arc Warden because of the Spark rate, especially when sieging. You just can't get close.
That is quite ridiculous and something to consider. Can't just carelessly run in for a fight and next thing you know you lose like a chunk of your life, half of your life. And
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
looks like Thunderbirds are going to have to let that one go, but who fly through this mid lane. We'll have Laguna back up in about 10 seconds time. Both teams have been very good about working through their cooldowns. My god, they jump in through and get a hold of Jarek's here in the bottom lane. I am ferociously clicking around trying to catch all the action. Mid lane, we're already back on this one. Weehaw gets hit pretty damn hard. They have the Fatal Bonds. They'll punish the creeps as much as possible, but it does look like he'll be able to make it away. And we'll be forced to head on over towards the shrine to hit the showers for the extra bit of heal. Down and below, a little harassment onto No Tail, but nothing going to be hardly committed here.
Misery just hit his level 6 and they got the first track kill. First roar was used.
Ooh. Jarex has to pop out the ulti here, runs and crosses paths with Saksa. Fly also inbound. One more poke should do it. Is that going to kill him? Yes, it will.
Radiant's bottom tower is
So
under
mana
attack.
boots on Arc Warden.
What is that? Why the You don't like it? You're not a fan?
Dire's structures are
Well, I think the hero needs boots of travel, but alright, he can disassemble it, but what's he gonna do with it?
Yeah. I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, he can make Lotus Orb. It's good against Bounty Hunter.
That's true.
Maybe that's the plan. Against Beastmaster, Lina.
Remove multiple tracks
Yeah.
here. Multiple ways for your Dragon Knight to freely
Radiant's
siege
middle
into the
tower is
base.
under attack.
If you have double Lotus Orb, or double, Lotus Orb, that'd be pretty crazy. We'll see what OG's ultimate game plan is going to be on this one. For now, the plan seems to be top lane tier 1. Ooh, pops out the
Radiant's bottom
dust.
tower is under attack.
Trying to get a hold of the
Dire's top
pesky
tower
bounty
is
hunter,
under
but
attack.
does miss the mark. This will turn into an easy tower takedown, it looks like, with the dragon form. But I say that, Misery is just behind it.
Radiant's structures
Looking to go for
are
a
fortified.
cheeky deny. Can he do it?
Yeah.
Radiant's middle
Nope.
tower
Does look like
is
Ana's
under
going to be able to
attack.
get this one. As he
Radiant's
shows
bottom
himself
tower
suddenly hit
is
with a whirlwind of damage. My god.
Radiant's
Does manage to...
structures-
Okay. Alright, well. Okay, I see why Arc Warren could get picked up sometimes.
Radiant's
could do
middle
some
tower
damage.
has fallen.
That's crazy.
I'll check the net worth. He's still behind Lina, but those Midases are gonna kick in pretty soon. It's only 5 minutes while he's using it. So,
Radiant's middle tower
well,
is
with
under
mana
attack.
boots, he can actually spam those Spark Wraith and use it twice once he get the Tempest double
Radiant's
up.
bottom
Yeah,
tower
that would make a
is
lot
under
of sense.
attack.
He's been finding a lot of mileage out of using his mana in these fights and setting down all those Spark Wraiths, as we see over here. So, that's going to boost things up. I think it's a worthy investment on that front here. Misery, we catch. Looking to scout things out through this mid lane. It is track time after all. And he's looking to bring in some extra bit of intel for the team. Drops down a deep ward. Right behind the vision here of Ana. Now, Ana looks like an armlet is on the docket for him, and a very big stack for him to be able to kind of rush through it if they please. Is that stack meant for the DK? Who is this stack going to be meant for? Is that an Arc Warden kind of a pickup?
Well, DK can take it once he gets level 2 ulti with Splash.
Radiant's courier
Nice
has
Snipe
been
Courier
killed.
again.
Yeah,
This is
Misery.
the third one, right?
Had the extra bit of vision. With the benefit of that ward, we witnessed him place, and they're going to be rewarded for it. Courier goes down yet again, and you're right. Third Courier takedown of the game.
Yep. From the OG's point of view, it's gonna be hard to maintain the vision throughout the game. They're gonna need a lot of smoke action, and it benefits Thunderbirds a lot because they have anti-mage. They don't have to worry about the late game.
Ooh. Sorry. Moon had the bird out and was beelining it for the opportunity to kind of cut Jarek's down and get that stun. It's got to be tough to kind of be jumping and dancing around the Beastmaster there.
Yeah, I was talking about vision, Bounty Hunter providing vision for his team, plus Hawk from Beastmaster, and they need to invest so much gold in sentries and dusts, and once Beastmaster gets his Necrobook 3 up, it's gonna be really tough to get the vision game up for OG.
If they can win some fights, maybe, with some smoke plays, that would make it easier for them to buy some extra detection. We'll see if they could be successful in such an ambush here. Dust towards the high ground. Jarex makes his move as he spots out Misery. The follow-up's going to be there with the duel. Can they burst him? Yes, they can. Ana's going to be able to hit him up with the Breathe Fire. He eats a share of damage himself. On the other side, Moon Meander steps in, hits him with the ulti, and OG will shrug it off and turn away, though Ana pretty low.
Does he have a range? No.
No range is there. No track money will be awarded to Thunderbirds on this fight, and OG will get a simple bounty hunter takedown for this smoke movement. It's a nice pick, but I would imagine OG would like to get a bit more out of that invested bit of time.
Yeah, they invested the LC duel, he got the damage.
That's true too. That's true.
Ana used his ulti. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage just continues to farm. This is what I was talking about. He needs to get the Lincoln Sphere up because of the duel, because of the Dragon Knight stun, so he can go in a fight freely. He's gonna get that and probably a Manta after, so he's level 13 already. So
that's the thing, is like, is it, you know, with the exchange of time that OG has invested in that mid lane, it's nice to get that Misery pickoff, but Resolution is really the scary monster in the woods that continues to build up and is going to be a potential problem for OG if they don't acknowledge it. But they are looking to play their best around that factor here. Some pressure coming in from Weeha a bit. He has his Bloodstone complete now. And I would imagine getting some charges would be pretty appetizing.
yeah, plus Lina wants to go for Shadow Blade as well. There's gonna be some extra money to buy sentries and that's on OG's side.
So much invested in the Invis department. Like, how far do you have to go? Well, hold on here. Track check here. They've spotted out No Tail, who's got a Shadow Blade, but not going to be able to make it out. Tried to stall things as much as possible with the help of the bubble. Now look, Jarek step into play, pops out the ulti. They are going to get a bit of redemption, taking out the bounty hunter. A follow-up kill will be there with a duel awarded to S4. Clinches the damage and gets the finish. A double kill will be there, though, for Saksa as he gets the blasting finish onto Jarek. We keep eyes on the chase for Saksa, though. Ana not going to be able to move in. He makes it out and back to base. Oh, no, he's dead.
Dies.
He died.
No, he died
Yeah,
from
he died.
poison from Dragonite. He had
That's
the
right.
magic wand ready. If he shifted it while he was TPing, he would have actually lived. There was 3 charges. So
Man.
Radiant's top tower is under
Again, though, Resolution farming during this time. So, pretty good counterfight for OG. Remember, though, that this started with a successful gank, right? Onto No Tail, and then he just kind of came back. I thought they killed No Tail at the start of that. Am I mistaken?
No Tail died, yeah. They
Yeah, he
roared
did
him.
die.
It was a crack kill, double kill for Saksa,
Yeah.
who has Hand of Midas right now and will get to level 10 pretty soon, plus 60 gold per minute. Rubik's gonna have a good time this game.
I would feel pretty good if I was Thunderbirds for sure then. Resolution kind of just still doing his own thing, plus the track money all earned right there. Gets him to a nice 4K overall team network position above where OG stands. Jarek's back on the prowl on this one. Heads to the nearby high ground on the enemy side to scout things out. But he has also been pinged, it looked like. We'll have to see. But Resolution gets back to work here. You can see that OG are acknowledging the presence of Resolution in this game, but I don't know. Do they need to figure out an answer for the AM? Like, what is OG's best game plan, I guess, moving forward from
Radiant's
here?
bottom tower is under attack.
Well, they need to find an opening,
Radiant
try to get a
structures
kill
are
on
fortified.
Anti-Mage with a smoke, but Thunderbirds are doing such a good job just keeping them busy all the time and providing the vision for him, so kind of hard to do it against the Hawk, against the Bounty Hunter.
So what about then for OG's late game? I've always seen so much Arc Warden here. He's got the potential to be pretty much a late game boss. I know he certainly used to be, but there have been a lot of adjustments since then. Can their late game match up to the typical AM late game we've seen time and time again?
That should help.
Well, right now, Thunderbirds are doing such a good job that they can roll over them pretty easily. If they try to, let's say, team wipe them, get a Roche with those track kills, it can go really easy for Thunderbirds. They're just waiting for the right moment. Lincoln's on Anti-Mage, probably a Manta. they can, as I mentioned, keep them busy with other 4 heroes. Just give Anti-Mage time to kick in.
Anti-Mage, just like, I haven't finished farming yet. I need more time. And it might be like a half hour into the game, while the rest of his team looking to make more action happen. Bottom lane, Moon steps in with a mighty roar, and will get the quick finish onto Fly. It's an ambush here from Thunderbirds, proven to be already a bit successful. Mild chase here for Ana, but they're not going to follow through for it. T-Birds will take their 1 pick off and walk back out. Misery, though, steps in, gets off the track. T-Birds asserting quite a bit of dominance here, and now can take this opportunity to maybe put some wards down. And that's exactly what Saksa begins to do.
Yeah, Necro 3 is finished on Beastmaster. He just needs to get it.
Classic pickup, you know. I've heard it called the Zookeeper build. Do you hear that often at all?
Yeah, I heard it.
You've heard it? You don't like it? What would you call the Necro Book Beastmaster build up? It's
just a classic build.
Classic. It's a classic, you know? Classic Beastmaster. Just all the creeps.
Yeah, it depends on the game. I mean, when you're playing a Beastmaster, if it's needed, you don't have any kind of initiation, and you lack like range, so you might get Book level 1, then switch into Blink Dagger, then get Necro 3 after that. The smoke popped from Thunderbirds.
Yep, they want to make a fight happen here, and they've got one. It's Ana crossing their path, and they hit him with everything they got. Fly tries to help out, dropping down the rock, but the damage, it had been done. Resolution will get the finish with the Mana Void. A nice prize pick, a juicy smoke play. Thunderbirds will take what they can get.
Yeah, it's time to take tier 2 tower. They feel comfortable. Probably there's no rock, so they can just continue pushing. Don't think OG can defend this.
I don't think so either. And without the presence of DK, it ain't going to be easy at all. S4 will try what he can, steps in, and bops him with the overwhelming odds as much as possible. But you can see Weehawk really going to work. Now, No Tail steps in, but that's when Moo makes the call. Monkey King pops his ulti, and suddenly everyone questions if their PC is capable of playing this game because it's lagging. But Thunderbirds, successful at the end of the day. They drop down another 3, and they will take the tier 2 and walk away, losing nobody.
OG shouldn't really defend that. I mean, the rock was on cooldown. As I said earlier, they probably thought they were strong enough with Tempest Double and the 2 Maelstroms, but positioning from Thunderbirds was just too good.
Good shot calling here. Well, I would hope this team has good shot calling. You have 2 coaches, after all. They make the shot to go right up to Roche and get the Aegis here. This is just a cool, clean way to playing Dota, but it is going to be a bit predictable. OG looking to respond. Look who's walking into the pit. It's No Tail's extra friend here. Is he going to be able to do something about it? Oh, the Dire are going to get the Roche. It will get picked up from Resolution. Moon will lose his own life as Ana steps in. But T-Birds do get the Roche. Uh-oh, not done yet, though. Ana gets a stun. It's going to force out the Shrine for Misery here. Resolution also steps in, and then they quickly jump away as S4 makes his approach with that Blink Dagger. Thunderbirds want nothing about it.
Yeah, when they connect like a 3 or 4 man Fatal Bonds, you show how good it is. But I don't think they'll be able to do that again in the near future. Anti-Mage, level 18. His talents, pretty classic, 150 health plus 1 second blink cooldown. I mean, it's pretty much what everyone goes for. HP for survivability early on. And blink, of course, for later on. Just go in and out faster.
Oh, yeah. Resolution still dedicated to his farm, to his anti-mage quota that he's got to get to. While the rest of his team, once their cooldowns are up, maybe time to make some track money here. They start heading up north. Ooh, tree-on-tree action. And suddenly, that tree dishes out a fissure, and they go right into a duel and right into a kill. Quick damage going to be awarded there to S4, as OG will be successful on their top lane maneuver.
Yeah, they just lost the gem. I mean, Beastmaster just bought a gem, and now Monkey King has it. This is pretty big. Because they have one Shadow Blade and Bounty Hunter, so this is pretty huge for them.
Wow. Moon, that's almost tilting, I feel. Brand new shiny gem. You're like, this is it, guys. We're going to take the map back. This map is ours. And then at the first opportunity to go out there and maybe scout for some wards, you get jumped by OG, and they take the gem right from your hands. Your dead hands. Mid lane, though, Wee gets his own response. Blast down the mid lane. Arc Ward No Tail. Just a one-on-one. Just a casual stun combo. Laguna Blast.
Yeah, that Lena is such high level 17, 0 deaths, 16 charges, and another invis. But yeah, they have a gem right now, so who has it? Monkey King probably. Yeah, Monkey King finished Solar Crest and is just devouring their side of the map. Solar Crest good against Anti-Mage, good against Beastmaster once someone gets roared. Good in general. I mean, overall, this is one of the best items right now in the meta game, besides Hand of Midas, because it's easily made and provides so much.
Here comes Thunderbirds now, sieging away towards the mid lane tier 2. The final outer tower for OG on this one. Move in stun towards the high ground side. The duel's going to be on, but they get the quick lift onto S4. And then the rock comes down from Fly. A mighty hit right there. Good connection from OG. Misery trying to scramble his way out for the fight, but he's been hit from the Fatal Bonds and could tick down at any moment. On the other front, they are going to be able to make the stun connection and get the finish onto Rubik. Misery does manage to live, tries to run out. So does Weehaw here. Shadow blading away, does get hit with the dust, but she is so dang fast. Lena just sprints the hell out of there.
That was a good combo from Warlock. Fatal Bonds on your 4 heroes.
Chase isn't over yet. They got the stun hit, and Resolution suddenly steps in. And OG might finally decide to pull off, and it looks like they will. That was a great rock. Whoa.
Yeah, that was a great Fatal Bonds plus rock. And good, I don't even know what the spell is called. A Magnetic Field, just giving DK evasion and attack speed bonus, so he's just a beast level 19. That's frost attack.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. I could see why Thunderbirds are going to have to start being pretty assertive in this game overall, because could you imagine something like that dragon inside your base with the bubble? Like, that is going to do destructive
plus press
work.
the attack.
Plus press the attack. That is filthy, Fly. What have you done? Thunderbirds.
Plus Shadow Word from Warlock, plus Solar Crest from Monkey King.
Okay, I'm starting to see now what OG are trying to do here. And I'm sure Arc Warden definitely plays a good piece of that puzzle. But for now, they are still the team on the defense. Let's not forget that. Thunderbirds are up on this one. And No Tail could be at risk of losing his illusion. But look at the jump in play from S4. Going for the counter under Resolution. They do not get him. He's able to blink up and above and make it away from trouble. On the other front, though, Weehaw, in a hit of Herc, gets blasted down. The Fatal Bonds connection will help get the finish on that one. And the rest of T-Birds have to quickly split away. Got totally just scrambled as I thought Resolution was done for sure. But, man, he makes it out.
Yeah, he makes it out. There was Weehaw behind him. He had to do it. Blade Mail is on for Legion Commander, and he had to commit. Just use everything. Use ulti, almost killed himself, then they just finished him.
And Lena, you know, believe it or not, she died, but then suddenly reappeared and was bottom lane pushing. Just, you know, typical Lena things. Now down to 11 charges for her. Certainly helped in getting that takedown to S4 with the blast of that Laguna, but look at this. Monkey ult on the other side. Dust is going to be popped. Misery pops his own drums and tries to retreat out. Ooh, nice little sidestep there. Avoids the tree jump. S4, though, steps in. Can't quite get close enough. No blink available. He's still running. But this chase is over. OG not going to be able to get the grab. Misery slips away from what could have been certain trouble.
Yeah, I feel what I feel about Bounty Hunter, like he gets the XP gain on level 10, and then, I mean, his talents pretty much suck after that.
Oh, blink in from S4, immediately spots out nearby Misery, but may have not seen Weehaw make his own approach. He gets hit with the Laguna, he's barely alive, walking out, but then gets hit right there with the Mana Void. Resolution able to step in and go for the finish. It will be a trade from both sides. Misery, though, getting the track money, I believe, with the help of that finish. And now it's Ana stepping right into the side pocket there. Gets the stun off, blinks away. OG's still flirting. They're still showing that they got some fight.
Yeah, the Roche is not up yet, but we'll see. The next big fight is gonna happen around Roche pit. OG keeping the gem in the base. Monkey King now picked it up. He wants to D-ward. Yeah, he just killed that anti-Tinker ward on the left side of the map.
Ooh, I heard a BKB. Mid lane, Ana. I don't think that was on purpose. We'll bring him down to 6 seconds.
Yeah, maybe he wants to drop it to 5 seconds so he can use it more frequently. Like, fuck 6 seconds.
Is that a thing, or are you trolling
me? No, I'm trolling.
Okay. That's pretty convincing.
Well, now that it's 6 seconds, I mean, you can use it one more time then, and have less cooldown.
Fair enough here. Ag's about done here for Weehaw on the Lina, so going for the heavy pure damage blast of this Laguna. It's done her justice up to this point. But what do you think about the Ag's pickup? Do you think it's appropriate?
I guess he wants to take down Legion Commander, or just try to solo kill Warlock. He has enough damage to do it in a team fight if he wraps around with a Shadow Blade. I mean, there's a lot of ways to play Lina. I think he could have gone for more like a damage dealer build instead to secure the late game. But seems like they feel they have enough in anti-mage.
All right, let's see. As the game goes on, S4 barely able to make it away here. Popped his blade mail at the back end of that one. Looking to go in for the finish though and clean up of the Monkey King. It's going to be Resolution. Blinks in, gets the snipe, picks right up onto the tower though. Looks like a bit of a confrontation here. It's been chaos created a lot from Weehaw in this game, as he just continues to use that move speed, running in and out, setting up fights, and now using that new Ag's Laguna. Might have caught an OG a bit off guard there in the mid lane.
Oh, Roche is not up yet, but Arc Warden doing the good thing, just scouting with his Spark Raid. They just smoked. They want to fight right now.
Illusion.
Yeah, they do. Here they go. Feeling that maybe Thunderbirds are trying to take the Roche for themselves. What they may not know is this is a pretty long timer. One favorable for OG in this case, but they do kind of head out a bit early to try to take a fight. Thunderbirds are waiting a bit more patiently on their own side of the river here. And they even draw out. It's a bit late, but they draw out exactly the approach that OG were trying to look to go for there.
Yeah,
So.
Look at Anti-Mage. He just hit level 25 and decides to go for like more tanky build. He wants to be as tanky as possible. Go in, even if he gets dueled or stunned by Dragon Knight. He wants to survive, so he decided to go for Scotty build and 25 agility just to boost his armor and gives him more damage. I mean, minus 50 seconds mana void is good if you're playing against intelligence heroes. There's no intelligence hero beside Warlock, who has like 1k mana pool, but the rest is so-so.
Yeah, I wouldn't question the final talent pickup either in this case. So very tanky Resolution, which means also very tanky Manta Illusions here for the Anti-Mage, as he gets closer to what is quickly becoming his critical mass. And I was getting ready to talk into a bit of the critical mass, if you will, for OG in that front, because I'm curious to see how strong No Tail is getting, so he can see how free his little Tempest double can be here as he sends it to the bottom lane. It is getting a bit stronger over time. He has a Mjolnir now, so he could easily rat or split push out side lanes with the benefit of that buff alone. But over time, it's only going to get stronger. So, I mean, would you like to see him build into more like right-click damage in this case? Like, how do you build from here and go more luxury with your Arc Warden?
Well, from his quick buy, he wants to go for Lincoln Sphere, so he can get Roared, removes Track, Mana Void, Laguna Blade, whatever. It's a good choice, more defensive. And then after that, he can build like Daedalus or just go for what's it called, Bloodthorn.
Oh, that would be
which
nice
is good
to
against
have.
Anti-Mage, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice to have a pair of. But as you alluded to here, it does look like the Lincoln Sphere is going to be the next possible pickup for him. Resolution pushing out that mid lane here. His team waiting back and behind. They all smoke up now. and head down their own approach. OG, no tails, Tempest double. Only runs into another pair of Manta Illusions. Thunderbirds now utilizing the bird. May have spotted out Ana nearby, but no clear opportunity to make any sort of initiation play here. Both teams kind of scouting each other out, and we go into what is a Mexican standoff. A Mexican standoff, yeah.
Viva la Mexico.
Yeah.
If you check Lena's talent tree, I mean, he wants to go for okay, Laguna Blade, Aghanim Scepter build, then decides to go for Octarine Core, what it seems to be. Then picks up attack range instead of spell amplification. 6% is not that much, but if you're building those items, you might actually go for amp instead.
Yeah, it's kind of a spellcaster kind of a build, but the attack range makes you think she wants to do some right click, maybe some sieging damage. Ooh, mid lane, instant jump and Abyssal Blade, burst onto S4. They try to counter back with the Chaotic Offering, but it's too late to make any sort of counter blade this time, OG. And this is also a commitment of the Dragon Form, and they're on full retreat mode. He is going to be able to get off the stun and blink away, but this is a huge boost for Thunderbirds. This allows him to go for pretty much a fully secured Roche here and claim the Aegis.
The Roche is pretty secured. Meanwhile, No Tail just decides to split push with his Tempest double. Alright, no, seems like No Tail feels he needs some extra damage. He doesn't want to go for that Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah.
He wants to go all in.
He might have to do more of what we just saw there. It's a grimy kind of a strat for your Arc Warden, but you need to push back. You need to create breathing space for yourself. You're going to have to stall out at this point because Thunderbirds have just kind of taken a hard shot to OG's stomach, and they're going to start to clinch him around the neck.
Well, MKB, pretty logical choice for him because Anti-Mage picked 15% evasion, and there's a Solar Crest finished on Bounty Hunter, so he needs to get every single hit he can.
And the rich just continue to get richer too, that bounty hunter factor. So much extra intel and extra money coming their way, and you can just see it kind of paying off for them right now. While you'll see members of OG now continue to starve a bit, leaving the remaining bits of farm for their Arc Warden to push out and for Ana to kind of take in now, as he's building his way towards a Mjolnir, anticipating that they're probably going to have to be doing a lot of defending here. Already a top lane approach. Resolution happy to stand within the bubble and start damaging onto this tier 3, but now he finds himself a bit locked down. They jump on in with the duel to hold him a bit longer. Can they burst him fully? Yes, they can, but that will only be the Aegis. They will lose S4 on his second approach, though. He blinks off to the side. That's when Moon makes his jump in, gets off the roar, but then loses his own life immediately thereafter. So a bit of a mix-up of communication. I don't know, Moose said, let's go, and all the rest of Thunderbirds are like, nah, we're good. But now they want to make a jump and play, and they find their target, and they take him out. It's going to be Ana, locked in place, blasted with the Laguna, and he is out of this one 80 seconds without a buyback. Thunderbirds can now go on full siege mode and take down this tier 3, and possibly make a move onto the racks. Ooh,
Whoa,
big blast onto
damage.
No Tail. Oh, he gets the finish. Resolution steps in and slices him down, gets another follow-up on the double. I could see the Tau possibly thrown in now. This is just a can of whoop-ass being unloaded by Thunderbirds.
57 seconds without the DK, and he needs to buy back on Arc Warden if he wants to stay in the game.
Yeah,
They're just going to take the Raxes if he doesn't buy back. They can defend with these 3 heroes.
Oh, Fatal Bonds. Rock fake there, but now it's going to be committed to stop the backliners while they can put all their focus onto their target of Resolution, but they can't get it done. A hard blow for OG to take, but very confident Thunderbirds are going to be able to strike it home. They'll get the takedown of both S4 and to Jerix and allow him to go in for the finish. With that takedown of Moon, it may force Thunderbirds back a bit, but by the look of their body language here, they're looking to go for the finish. So they get back to work. This Rax is done for. Ana's about to come back in 10 seconds time, but I think too much damage may have been done here, and they could be thinking about game number 2.
Yeah, they're not coming back from this. The Rex is gonna fall out in a few seconds. This Anti-Mage is just a complete beast.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
Now one last fight for OG. It would appear. On is able to jump in. They get the immediate takedown of Saksa. And they're able to hold on to their last little bits of life in those 2 racks there. Thunderbirds are going to walk away very rich. Very freaking rich.
That anti-mage, I just love the build on him. It's survivability build, and he has like, what, 3.3k when the strength power threads is on, with what, 24 armor, bash. Not bad at all.
You know what is bad? Arc Warden's win rate, and it will continue to suck. if this game continues to pan out the way it's looking, you're looking at 0-4 Arc Warden.
money to burn.
I don't think the hero's gonna be picked at all anymore.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it'll be picked up in the next game by OG, and probably a ban that Thunderbirds won't have to worry about. And it looks like they've been able to spot out. Oh, a Misery, but can't see through the FPS ulti. But Weehaw steps in and simply counterplays with a Laguna and denies OG from even the most simplest of potential pickoffs. Misery will be saved by his comrades, and now they'll be going in for the official finish. An emphatic pop of the No-Tail Cherry will close this one out. Game 1 goes to Thunderbirds.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Yeah.
has fallen.
Thunderbirds banned out Naga and Terrorblade, so No-Tail is like, wow, we need a hero with illusions I can micro. So only logical choice was